Hey, everybody, and welcome to Shopping with Shana. So, guys, it is time for a complete ad preview that does start on July the 23rd and will go through the 29th of 2025. Now, this is week 3 of our buy 3, save $2 each mega sale, week 3 of our spend 15, save 5 instantly sale. We have a brand new 2-day sale, brand new weekly digitals going on. All those great things are happening. So, do me a huge favor. If you'd like to save money at Kroger, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, hit all so you don't miss my videos, and let's jump into this. All right, so real quick note, although we do talk about the 4 times the fuel points quite often on this channel, and I know many of you know the drill, just in case you don't, basically you want to download this digital coupon. It's available to clip right now for Friday. And then, make your list over the next couple of days and do your regular shopping trip on Friday. Now, some of you may have 2 times the fuel points, but I'm very curious what you happen to have in your ad. The one region that I'm constantly watching in Texas that always has 2 times the fuel points actually only or had 4 times the fuel points for this next week. They had that digital to clip. So I thought that was very, very interesting. So let me know in the comments if you're normally a 2 times the fuel points region that got something different. All right, we're going to jump into this. We have the Northwest red cherries, $1.99 per pound. Now, I will say this is my region. This is Northern Kentucky, 41042 is my zip code. So if you're wondering like where we're at, that's where we're at. Prices can vary from region to region, especially on meat and produce, so take that into consideration too. So Fresh Heritage Farm chicken drumsticks, thighs, or whole fryer is going to be $1.29 per pound. It also says boneless chicken thighs are going to be, I think that says $3.49 per pound. Could they make that any smaller? We have the Taylor Farm salad kits, 3 for $11, or that's going to be like $3.67 each. And then I'll come right back over the 2-day sale. We'll go one more line there. We have the boneless pork loin. That's going to be $1.49 per pound. It also says or turkey breast bone in frozen. Okay. Then we have Kroger dinner sausage, 18 ounces for $3.50 each. You don't have to buy 2 of them to get that 2 for $7 price, just one. And then we have the General Mills large size cereals. These are going to be buy one, get one free. Okay. So we do have this 2-day sale here. We have the Kroger cut and peeled baby carrots for 16 ounce little bag for 88 cents. And that was the same in the other region that I look at. Then we have the 2-day sale. Underneath that sign there, we have the St. Louis style pork ribs for $2.49 per pound. Then if we keep scooting down, we have the Keebler sandwich crackers. Now this is the 8-count limit 5, so there is a limit on it for $1.99. Now I do know that the Lance crackers are a part of the mega sale. And I don't remember off the top of my head what the price is, but I think it's $2.49. I could be completely wrong on that, but so this would be a little bit better of a deal to grab the Keebler. And guys, check this out. Peanut butter is going to be 99 stinking cents. That's completely crazy. Now, in the ad, a sneak peek preview from another region, instead of having the peanut butter for 99 cents, they actually had the Lysol wipes for $3.99. So your region may be slightly different than my own. So, I don't know, which one would you prefer? Would you prefer to have $3.99 Lysol wipes, or would you rather have 99-cent peanut butter? Let me know in the comments. All right, so scooting back up, we have the Kraft shredded cheese is buy one, get one free. We have Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. These are the 12-pack cans. And then the Diet Cherry Coke's a new Kroger exclusive. It's going to be buy 2, get 2 free in my region. And if I remember correctly, the sneak peek was also buy 2, get 2 free, but it had more of it had 7-Up, Pepsi, and the Diet Cherry Coke there, so which is the same as what we have here. So I'm kind of going back and forth looking at them for you. We have the Kroger pasta and the Knorr sides for just 88 cents. We also have the Nabisco family-sized Oreo cookies as well as the snack crackers. These are going to be 3 for $10. You do have to buy 3 of them in order to get that price. Otherwise, they're like $4.79, so they're like $3.33 each when you buy 3 of them. Then we have the Twisted Tea or Truly, which is going to be $5.99 after a $10 back manufacturer's rebate coupon. And they did not even have that in the other ad. It was on Bud and Miller Lite there, so that's very interesting. So we do have a $10 manufacturer rebate coupon. You can find that in the Kroger Cashback. All right, scooting on down here, we do have the weekly digitals. Now remember the sneak peek, we already talked about some of this, so it can vary there just slightly. The private selection Angus 80% lean ground chuck is $5.49 each. We have the 18-ounce blueberries or raspberries 12-ounce are going to be $2.99. Normally priced, it says at $7.49, which is crazy. We have the party-sized Lay's potato chips and party-sized Cheetos. These are going to be $3.99 each, regularly priced, or on sale, I guess, for $5.99. I think it's regularly priced. Then we have the Edie's 48 ounces, as well as the Mars ice cream bars, which includes the Snicker. It's a 6-count for $2.99. Otherwise, you'd be paying $3.99. My favorite deal, and it's for some reason, this always seems to coincide with Meijer's 7 for 7 sale. If you haven't seen that, I did do a video on that on Sunday. Go check that video out if you have a Meijer nearby, or if you just like to see a cute video, because my daughter Carmen came with me, and it's always an adventure with Carmen. She makes the video more fun, so it's kind of fun to watch. But anyway, their 7 for 7 sale includes the 1.25 liters for just $1, which means when you put two of them together, that gives you over a 2 liter. It's a 2.5 liter together with two of them at $2. Obviously, this is 2 liters for $1.50. So I'm not sure which one exactly is mathematically better, because you are getting a little bit more with the other one. But anyway, $1.49. I will be stocking up. I'll be maxing out both the Diet Coke on my account and my dad's account, since my dad doesn't drink regular soda. And then we have the 40-pack Kroger water, $3.99. Another really good one here to stock up on, because you can grab these for basically 10 cents per bottle, right? All right, more weekly digitals here. Again, this was in the sneak peek, so I'm going to kind of run through these as quickly as possible. We have the Smithfield bacon for $4.99. I have to say, bacon has gone up. We were getting these different bacons for like $3.99 on weekly digital. But anyway, it's better than paying $5.99, right? Kroger navel oranges, in a 4-pound bag, or grapefruit in a 5-pound bag. Instead of paying $5.99, you pay $3.99. We have the blueberry muffins or other varieties of muffins, 4-count, $3.99. Otherwise, you would pay, I think, $5 each. Lay's stacks are going to be just 99 cents. Otherwise, you pay $1.99. I did see the comment from the sneak peek that someone thinks that they're gross. I mean, I don't know. They think Pringles are better. Sure, why not? I do think the Lay's are like thicker. And I don't know, it doesn't really make me any difference. I can't tell that big of a difference between them. But to each their own. We have the Kroger cheese. Now, this is very interesting. It says 12 to 16 ounce for $3.29. That is a terrible deal. We usually get these for $2.99. And I believe, if I remember correctly, the sneak peek ad preview had these for the $2.99 price. So maybe we're not getting that. That makes me very, very sad. I'm looking. No, they are $3.29 in that there too. I just went and looked at it. Very interesting. Oh, I don't like that at all. No. All right. Sorry about that. So we have the Red Baron pizza, still going to be $3.49. Again, that's just stinky. I just hope that that eventually goes back down to $2.99. I hate how the prices keep going up. Then we have the Green Mountain Donut Shop or McCafe Cup 10-count for $4.99. That's just an okay price there. We have the Quaker Chewy granola bars. These are going to be $1.49 for 6 to 8 count. Otherwise, you pay $2.49. We have the Cheez-It family size crackers or the multi-packs. These are going to be $3.99. Otherwise, you would pay $6.99. We have the Sparkle paper towels, 8 double rolls. And then we have the Dixie paper plates, 86 to 154 count. These will be $8.99. Otherwise, you pay $10.99. Downy fabric softener and Bounce dryer sheets are going to be just $4.99. Otherwise, you pay $6.99. And like I said before, this is going to be week 3 of our Spend 15 on personal care products. It also includes some baby items in there. You're going to save $5 instantly. Now, guys, I did a ton of matchups for you this past week. If you haven't got a chance to see it, go look at Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Monday's video to grab any of those. But again, you don't have to necessarily grab them on Tuesday here today. You can wait until Wednesday because we're doing week 3. Now, unless a coupon is getting ready to expire, you're okay. So anyway, I'll go over those and rehash those deals that are still good or mix up deals if we've got parts of them that don't work anymore on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. All right, more weekly digital deals. So we're getting some candy bars here for just 49 cents. It's Nestle candy, including like the Crunch and the Butterfinger. Otherwise, you pay 99 cents. And then we also have the Boost protein shakes for $6.99. And then, guys, save $5 when you spend $20 on school or office or arts and craft supplies. Okay. And it says use up to 5 times in one transaction with card and digital coupon to save up to $25. So that's actually a lot of school supplies, but this is a great time to stock up. I've done this in the past and gotten some really good deals. We'll see if we can pair some coupons with some stuff and make it really worth our, effort to get more out of our money on that. So I'll be with you, but that's not too bad. Like, get your total up to 20 and then 5 comes off instantly. So that's kind of nice. And it kind of works the same way as the spend 15, save 5 instantly. You have to do that before manufacturer coupons, but after store coupons. So anyway, there you go. All right, it is week 3 of our buy 3 or more, save $2 each mega sale. Now remember these prices, for instance, the Captain Crunch or Life cereal, as well as the Mott's Apple Juice 64 ounce is going to be $1.99 after you purchase 3 or more participating items. If you only grab one, it will be that $3.99 price, but if you happen to grab 3 participating items, feel free to mix and match. It'll be $1.99. Now that's just a sale price, so if you happen to have any kind of coupon store or manufacturer coupons in any form, digital, printable, insert coupons for the Sunday paper, then you can pair that with that. And of course, we can also pair them with rebate apps. Ibotta and Fetch are like my favorite 2 rebate apps, especially beginner level. But then you can go ahead and download any of the other ones I have in the description box below with my referral code Shopkick, Swagbucks, Merrifield, Checkout 51. If you can use my referral codes, it helps me to keep making these videos for you, but also helps get you some sort of extra savings in the process. So let's jump into this. So we do have the Chex Mix or Gardetto snack mix for $1.49 after mega sale. And then another note about the mega sale is these have been good for 2 weeks. So all we're looking for is some price differences, whether or not the price has gone up or down. That's really the only variation. Everything will be participating in the mega sale yet again. Dave's Killer Bread, organic bread, and bagels are $3.99 with mega sale. Heinz ketchup and Duke's mayonnaise is going to be $2.99 with mega sale. Starbucks coffee, both the K-cups and the bag, is going to be $6.99 with mega sale. Haagen-Dazs ice cream, the bars 3 count are going to be $3.99 with mega sale. We also have Tyson chicken wings, 2.5-pound bag for $9.99 with that mega sale price. Of course, the Gatorade's going to be $5.99 for that 12-pack. We're going to look for hang tag coupons like 2 off 2, or possibly go to the printable coupons from coupons.com and print that off, and you can pair that with this. We have the Sara Lee bread here, or Nature's Own perfectly crafted buns 8 count for $2.49 with that mega sale. We have Rayo's pasta sauce, 32 ounce or Impossible entrees, going to be $5.99 with mega sale. Then we have the Swiffer refills. These are $7.99 with mega sale, and the Ziploc sandwich or snack bags are going to be $3.49 with mega sale. And then Angel soft bath tissue, 12 to 16 mega rolls, or the Bounty paper towels, 6 double rolls will be $9.99 with a mega sale price. And the last thing is the Jimmy Dream breakfast sandwiches, as well as the Tyson frozen chicken is going to be $4.99 with mega sale. So there you go. That's the page we've already looked at from the sneak peek. Now let's go look at one that we didn't get to see. So totally kidding. We did get to see this next page in the sneak peek ad preview as well. So I apologize about that. I thought it was going to lead to a second page of the mega sale, but it didn't. So I'm just kind of going down the ad 1 page at a time. So I apologize. Healthy Choice cafe steamers, as well as the Marie Calendar bowls, will be 4 for $10 or $2.50 each. You do have to buy 4 of them to get that price, or otherwise you're paying $2.99 per meal. Then we have the Tide Pods and the Downy Unstoppables, buy one get one free. You have the Doritos, the Ruffles, the Tostitos. They're going to be 4 for $10 or $2.50 each, but you do have to buy 4 of them to get that price. Otherwise, you're paying $5.99 per bag. Completely crazy. The Bottles and Brews deals on the right-hand side of the screen, I won't be reading for you, so feel free to take a gander at as we look at the left-hand side of the screen. But here we go. We have the Kraft Mac and Cheese, as well as the Chef Boyardee for just $1. Same thing. Both of these are part of the 7 for 7 sale at Meijer too. So there you go. We have the Eggo waffles for $2.79. We have the Kroger giant size cereals for $3.49. We have the Smucker's Uncrustables, as well as the Pillsbury cookie dough for 2 for $8 or $4 each. I think we have an Uncrustables Ibotta rebate. I think it's like 75 cents or something like that, but a little bit of savings if you're buying it anyway. Little Debbie snacks are going to be 2 for $6 or just $3 each. We have the Mott's apple juice, also 2 for $6 or $3 each. We have the Thomas English muffins or bagels for buy one, get one free. We also have the Dannon Yo Crunch yogurt, as well as the Kroger fruit bowls there for count. These are going to be just $2.50 each. And then the Kroger family sized appetizers will be $8.49. So somebody was asking me about Boost, and they said, "Where are you at on all the Boost deals?" And we did talk about it in the previews. I just didn't see a lot of really good matchups as far as the Boost offerings from last week, but maybe they'll get a little bit better. It looks like we're getting another week of Boost deals. Remember, these digital coupons you can use up to 5 times in the same transaction. They are store coupons. You can pair manufacturer coupons with them, and you can pair rebate apps with them as well. Now, these will only be exclusively for those that have the Boost membership. And I do not. So let's take a look at them. We have the private selection wide pan bread, as well as looks like some buns here, 8 count. These are going to be $1.49, up to 5 of them. Otherwise, you pay $2.99. Those of us without Boost are paying the $2.99. Kroger nuts, the 32 ounce will be $7.99. Without the Boost membership, it's $11.99. We do have the Kroger pasta sauce, as well as the private selection macaroni and cheese for 99 cents each. Otherwise, you'd be paying $2.99 on each one of those. We have the Kroger fruit and grain bars, as regularly priced at $2.49, are going to be 99 cents each. That's a pretty good deal there. Private selection coffee is going to be $5.99. Otherwise, you pay $7.99. And then the Kroger tea gallon is going to be $1.49. Otherwise, you pay $2.49. I got to be honest with you, a much better week this week on these particular items, or at least the more items that I would purchase. Now, if you are interested in getting a Boost membership, they have these Boost bonus days. They're going to run through the 29th. So basically through the end of this sales cycle, you get 50% off Boost membership as well. So look for that probably in a digital coupon. But yeah, enroll today and you can use those coupons. Sizzle and spice and everything nice. All right, here we go. So we do have a $5 American barbecue 73% lean ground beef patties. It says 1.2 pounds there. So it gives you it looks like 2 burgers, possibly 4. I'm not sure if they're stacked there, but anyway, that's an option. Then we have the Kroger 73% lean beef patties, 2 pounds for $7.99. We get this a lot. The only thing I've seen it as better would be like $6.99, and that was like on a 2-day sale. So $7.99 is not too bad. We have the Home Chef smoked St. Louis style ribs for $12.99, fully cooked, 2 pounds in the deli. Then you have the Ballpark buns. These are $3.29. The Kroger singles, as well as and that's cheese, as well as the Mount Olive pickles. These are going to be 2 for $5 or $2.50 each. Kroger seltzer water, 12 packs, or the bubbly sparkling water, 8-pack. These are going to be $3.99. Then we have the Kingsford charcoal for $10.49, and it does have a Char Griller Pro Deluxe charcoal grill for $159.99 at Kroger. I'm sure we might see it in the marketplace part of the ad. And then you have some beer deals here with a $6 manufacturer rebate for $18.99. We have sweet corn, as well as the Baker russet potatoes or sweet potatoes. These are 4 counts. They're going to be $3.99. And yeah. All right, find your favorite natural items. Okay, so Poppy or Olipop soda is going to be just $3 each, which it does seem that that's a little bit on the expensive side for 1 can of soda. Or no, it's 3 for $6, $2 each. Still seems expensive to me for 1 can of soda, but I will say I've been watching Ryan Trahan's 50 State series. Is anybody else watching that? Let me know in the comments. And they really like the Olipop. And I know they've got a whole lot more money than I do. They are much bigger YouTubers than I am. But I just can't bring myself to buy a canned soda for $2, like on a regular basis. I get sometimes you're at, a game or something and you're buying concession stand, but still. All right, Kettle brand party size potato chips are going to be $4.99. We have the Simple Truth organic beans and the Bay beverages for just $1. Larabar's multi-packs are $7.99 for an 8 count. And then we have Honest Kids juice boxes, 8 count for $4. Laura's Lean 92% lean ground beef is going to be $8.99. All right, let's stock up on some essentials. You have the native shampoo or conditioner as well as the body wash is buy one, get one 50% off. Mars candy is going to be 4 for $5 or $1.25 each. Remember, we do have that weekly digital deal on some candy bars just included. They're different brand and variety, but there you go. Kroger vitamins and the Nature Truth supplements will be buy one, get one free. We have the Dial liquid hand soap, 4 for $5 or $1.25 each. Pure protein shakes will be $6.99 for that 4 pack. And then we have the Rubbermaid take along food storages. Those will be just $3.99. All right, so it says fresh finds for lunchtime. Now, I know that if you're like me, you are not wanting to think about going back to school. I am a teacher myself, and I've had off since basically the first week of May. Now, I teach college, so I get a little bit longer. We don't generally have to make up any kind of snow days. We very rarely get them, but we don't make those things up. So, and I don't have a very as like it's 16 weeks and we're done. Where like I know the school year is a little bit longer for regular, school age kids. Anyway, I'm not looking forward to going back. I mean, I'll be happy once I get going. I really do like to teach, but I'm just like, eh. All right, so these are to start thinking about this. I found this very interesting. The Oscar Mayer Lunchables multi-pack. I've never seen this before, so this is something new. It's going to be $8.99 for 5 of them, and you would just have to do the math. Currently, the Lunchables, I believe they are on the 2 days. Are they on the 2 day sale? What are they on? I can't remember. I know at Meijer they're part of the 7 for $7 sale. Anyway, with them being just $1 to grab 5 of them for $8.99, that would be expensive, right? It would be cheaper to go buy 5 of them individually for just $1 each or 99 cents. But if they're not at full price, then this would probably be a better deal. So just make sure you're looking at prices a little bit closer. Kroger peaches, plums, or nectarines, 2-pound pouch will be $4.99. Starkist tuna, 10 for $10 or $1 each. Kroger slider storage or freezer bags will be $3.49. We also have the Kroger peanut butter at $3.99, 40 ounce, so a little bit bigger. We do have these, I think it's Elo, something like that, lunch bags for $12.99. Manna Rubbermaid tumblers will be $6.99. All right, next we have melons and honeydew. So private selection black diamond watermelon is going to be $5.99 each. We also have the Athena cantaloupe personal watermelons or King of the West honeydew for $3.99. And then Santa Claus Juan Canary or Hammy melon will be $4.99. All right, scooting on down, we are getting the Bloomhouse dozen roses for just $8. So if you need some roses, there you go. And then let's move into the next section here. We do have the fresh cut fruit bowls for $5, asparagus for $2.99. You have the Kroger red, green, or black seedless grapes, 3-pound packages for $6.99. Bloomhouse rose garden bouquet will be $9.99. Private selection snacking tomatoes or Kroger mini sweet peppers or mini cucumbers, 2-pound bags will be $5. Medium Hass avocados will be $1.25 each. And then we have the guaranteed fresh here. So Shady Farm 93% lean ground turkey is going to be $4.49. You have the what is that? Geta? Okay, does anyone know what Geta is? And have you eaten it before? I do know what Geta is, but I've had it before. I haven't cooked it myself, but I've had it like at different places, like out to eat and stuff, and it's actually pretty good. So if you've never tried it, it's not bad. Wild caught lobster tails are going to be $12 for a 2-pack. We have the Johnsonville breakfast sausage here for $3.99. The Hillshire Farm lunch meat is going to be $3.49, as well as the Eckridge smoked sausages will be $3.49, and then the C-Pack seafood is going to be buy one get one free. And then in the deli and bakery section, we do have the private selection fresh baked butter croissants for $5. It's a large 4-count or 12-count mini. And then we have the private selection golden roasted or hot honey chicken breast or pepper jack or fugo cup. Anyway, those are $10.99 per pound. And then the cheese, I think, is an $8.99 per pound. All of these are found in the slice to order or grab and go section at Kroger. Home chef classic seasoned fresh roasted chicken will be $7.99. All right, next section involves the bottles and brews, and I do not read the alcohol deals for you. Feel free to take a little gander here. I'm going to make this quick, but if you have any questions, let me know. Of course, you can go straight to Kroger.com and look it up yourself if you want. So there you go. Also, a quick reminder that we do have the 5 days of deals. We haven't seen this in the ad in a while, but it's still good to go. So on Mondays, we get the Home Chef Pizza. Tuesdays includes the Kroger brand 3-pound Deli salads. So for just $5. On Wednesday, you can go get some fresh sushi for $5. On Thursdays, you can get the Home Chef fresh whole roasted chicken for $5. And I believe you can also get like a free little mini thing of Pepsi. And then we have on Friday the dozen donuts for just $5. I have to tell you, I do take part in the dozen donuts quite often because that's generally when I go shopping. I always forget to remind you guys about Thursday. I really like the Home Chef chicken deal on Thursdays, super easy deal, but I always forget about it. You can keep Tuesdays for for what I'm concerned, but the other ones are good too. So there you go. All right, this is a good part of the ad to look at to see what school supplies are costing because we're going to be getting that 5 off of 20 weekly digital coupon that you can use up to 5 times. So you may want to get your list of school supplies that you're needing to purchase and kind of get a game plan going on how to get it to 20 and get that $5 off for every $20 that you spend. So school supplies here for $1.99 include like the Elmer's glue, some Crayola items, some pens, some Elmer's glue sticks. We also have the Wide Rule 3-subject notebooks there, and then some like off-brand scissors there. So that's $1.99. And then it says all the tools for back to school. Easy peasy. Yeah. Now they're saying that you can find the back to school list on their websites. I'm interested to see if anyone's actually looked. Can you find your back to school list? I'm going to have to do that and I'll have to get back to you about it. More school supplies here. We have the Top Flight 1-subject notebook for 39 cents. We have the Top Flight paper portfolio, they're like folders for 49 cents. You have the Papermate White Bros pens for just $1. And then we have the Office Works number 2 pencils for $1. Top Flight filler paper is going to be $1.29, as well as the Bic pens will be $1.29. And then, of course, you need candy for the first day of school, right? Sweet Tarts Nerds trolley candy for $3.99. You have the Mars Party size candy for $9.99. Kroger candy is going to be just $1.50 each, like the gummy worms or gummy bears. And then we have the Kinder Joy eggs for $1.99. Of course, we've got more candy here, including the Skittles and Starburst family size candy for $7.49. We also have the Tootsie Caramel Apple Pops for $4.29. And then the Feastables Chocolate Sampler Pack 4-count for $8.99. Have you guys tried the Feastables yet? That is the Mr. Beast candy bars. Of course, my kids absolutely love Mr. Beast. So we have tried the Feastables. I do have to say I don't mind eating the chocolate peanut butter ones, but I haven't tried them all. So let me know in the comments if you've tried them and is there any variety that you like the best. All right, so this next part of the ad is the marketplace part of the ad. Now, if you don't happen to have marketplace in your store, a marketplace is generally considered like the clothing section. I don't know what else they sell. They sell shoes. They sell like a lot more than they do in a regular Kroger, which is just focused on food. You still might be able to get some of these items. So for instance, when we look at that Crayola 10-pack markers or 12-pack colored pencils for just $1, you'll probably find that in the seasonal section, or you might find that like in the office supplies aisle of your store. So don't feel like this is not worth looking at. Of course, not everything may be in your store, especially when it comes to clothes, but some of these things would be there. So I already talked about the crayons and the Crayolas there. We do have the Office Works 3 or 4 compartment caddy there for $3.99. And then if we scoot down here, the Westcott 7-inch fashion scissors or Papermate Profile 2-pack pens will be $1.49. We have the Top Flight composition notebook for just $1. And then we have the Crayola 24 pack of crayons for 50 cents. There's zero reason that you need to spend any more than 50 cents on your crayons. At Walmart and at Kroger and several other stores, they're only 50 cents. So if you see a place that they're charging more than that, the crayons better be like more than a 24 count, or don't buy it. Okay. We have the Fiskars 5-inch kid scissors for $2.99. We also have the Victor 8-digit calculator, normally priced at $6.49. It's going to be $4.99. So there's some school supplies. Remember, all of these prices are going to be good for the next week when we have that spend 20, get save 5 instantly weekly digital. All right, so here we go again with this whole back to school list that you should be able to find. It says easily shop your child's exact supply list while you grab your groceries online or in store. Just scan the code. So see the code there. Find your school, select and shop your child's exact list. Very interesting. All right, so I'm going to give us a homework assignment. I want you to try to do that and see if you can find your kid's school and see if you can find the exact list. I'm going to try that myself, see if it works. I'm just curious. So let me know in the comments whether or not you could find it. And I'll let you know in like the next video, probably Thursday's video, if it works, because Wednesday's videos tend to be super long. I'm not going to add anything extra in there. So maybe Thursday, we'll see if it worked. All right, we do have some clothing in here. Like I said, we have the graphic tees there. You're going to save $10, but they're $19.99. The Nirvana shirt there is cute. Then we have this Markica. What is that? Markia? I don't know how to say that. Anyway, some sort of activewear is save 50% off. Help me out, guys. How do you say that? Anyway, I actually am recording this. I decided instead of getting up at like 5 in the morning, I just stayed up past midnight for this ad to come out to record it for you. So it's like super late for me. I'm struggling anyway, so be with me. And then it says tea sale for 18 and then the Capri sale for 20. We also have the casual shoes, save 30%. Women's and girls' shoe sizes are that are shown are anywhere from 31.50 to 38.50. Then we have the Justify hoodie or joggers, $30 to $35 regularly. So it's going to be on sale for $19.99 there. We do have the Hanes socks or underwear, buy one, get one 50% off. So that's anywhere from $13 to $42. We also have licensed graphic tees for $12.99 in the men's sizes, regularly priced at $24. So they're going to be $12.99. Dip graphic tees are going to be 2 for $14 or $7 each, regularly priced at $9 each. All right, we do have some kitchenware in the marketplace. Now, again, it says marketplace, but I would say that this stuff is going to be on the opposite side of the store as my clothing section. So you might be able to find it in a non-marketplace store. Anyway, $79.99, save $30 on a Keurig K-Mini. We have the Good Cook 10-piece cookware set for $29.99, regularly priced at $79.99. Pyrex Simply Store glass food storages, 4 to 8-piece set for $12.99, regularly priced at $14.99. Elio's 2-pack water bottles or 2-pack lunch stack food storage containers for $12.99. And then we have the Fabroware 22-piece poultry set for $29.99. We have the Crock-Pot 5-quart manual slow cooker and the Little Dipper or 4.5-quart manual slow cooker. These are going to be $24.99, regularly priced anywhere from $54.99 to $69.99. And then the Arctic Zone Fridge Cold Lunchbox for $16.99 there. Everyday living storage baskets are going to be $3.99. So if you need any of those, you may want to pick them up. Sterilite 41-quart underbed storage box is going to be $9.99. Sterilite 6-quart storage box is going to be $1.99. We have everyday living 10-pack hangers for $1.99. And if we scoot down here, we do have the Kinetic Sand Squish Blossom for $9.99, the Snackies 14-inch Disney plush for $19.99, and then the Tiff and Shout Black Bean Boozled or Snake Attack games for $19.99. All right, so I believe this is the end of the ad. Yeah, the only thing left is where these stores are in my specific location. But there you go. All right, guys. So if you like this video, give me a great big thumbs up. So you got a couple of things you're going to be talking about. You're going to be talking about looking up that school supply list, see if they happen to have them for real. I'm just curious if that's really a thing. We're going to have to check that out. That's going to be our homework, and get back to me about that. But yeah, I think that's going to be it, because I'm really tired. I want to go to bed. Remember, I am making this video and right now it is 2:00 in the morning as I'm working on this video. So I'm tired. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Of course, I'll be back on Wednesday morning. Now, I need to sleep in and go to sleep early tomorrow night, because I will get up at 3:30, sometime between 3 and 3:30 in the morning. I'm able to sleep just slightly later because I don't have to get kids up for school. But only by like 15 minutes. So normally I get up at 3. I'm going to get up at 3:30 and start finding deals for you to have out by 8:00 in the morning that morning. So make sure you're subscribed, do all the things, leave a comment, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me to keep making these videos when you do those types of things. I'm almost at 24K subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, if you could do that, that would be amazing. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be back with you with more deals later. Bye, guys.